How much is the minimum wage?
The minimum wage is more than 70,000.
So how much is a bag of rice? How much is fuel?
Now, a bag of rice currently now is 65,000.
And in a country where the minimum wage is 70,000.
Are you expected to be buying bag of rice every month?
No, I'm just saying.
Are you a glutton?
The net fund that I'm talking about now, do you know that everybody is not benefiting from the net fund? You cannot punish all of us. You cannot punish every. I'm telling you, you are qualified. I'm not a student. You cannot punish everybody and you are benefiting some.
Have you landed?
So now,
wait, right?
I don't have a child.
I don't have a citizen of Nigeria.
Now, okay,
let me tell you other projects. Now, look at the capital projects going on.
What's the capital?
Lagos Calabar projects.
Coastal, you borrowed money.
Borrowed money for what?
Yes, you borrowed money for the coastal road.
Do you think when government say we borrow 65 billion, do you think those countries they just push $65 billion into your person's account?
Hi, I'm Abdulhamid Olanrewaju. I'm an OAP and I'm also a Obidient. I'm here to debate 3 APC supporters. Watch out. Hi. Yeah, what's the name?
Bolaji is the name.
Oh, what do you do?
I'm a graphic designer.
Okay, just graphic designing.
Yeah.
In this Nigeria. Okay, so I have this assertion that Nigeria is less secure under APC. What do you think?
Yeah, you might think it that way because I know it's your own thinking. Okay, but do you know if you are to say Nigeria is less secure under this administration?
Yeah. Under APC.
Under APC generally.
That was like 2015, like over a decade ago.
I will say you are wrong.
Okay. Why do you think I'm wrong?
This insurgency itself has lasted so many decades.
Okay.
Now let's move back to the past regime.
Okay.
You know, under the past regime, you know, we've been having a lot of.
The past regime is APC.
No, I'm talking about the PDP of a thing.
Okay.
You know, PDP was there before APC, and PDP has been there for years.
Right.
16 years. 16 years. Thank you very much. And you know, under PDP, this insurgency started.
Okay.
I think when they were able to copy it then, this thing will not be like this.
Okay.
You know, they have all the resources and all the capability and all the power to camp it then. But I believe they were gaining from it. That is why they just leave it to, to grow, and now everybody is blaming it on this current.
Now let me tell you something. Under the past regime that you are talking about,
okay,
it was just Boko Haram then, like just one. We were just tackling with one body then, just Boko Haram.
Really? You think so?
Yes, it was just Boko Haram then.
All these people have been existing before.
Now we have
kidnappers.
Now we have kidnappers.
Okay.
We have terrorists.
Okay.
We have ISIS. We have ISWAP. So they are now like bodies. Do you know that under this administration, before Nigeria in 1914, after the amalgamation and all my life, I've never read or I've never heard that there was under a regime that they have to crowdfund for kidnapping.
Okay.
It is under this regime that everything started, that you have to kidnap someone, you have to say, okay, we need 50 million. Because it is now a business.
Everybody is blaming APC because APC is trying to see how it can curb what has been in existence. Wait, brother, hold on. Okay. You asked me a question, right? So let me learn. Okay. So they are trying to see how
Let me help you. Okay. You know, I said it the other time that it was just Boko Haram. Then it was just in Yola and Borno. Then now you cannot even travel. Even in this southeast, you cannot even travel. Southwest, southeast, you cannot travel far beyond 500 kilometers without fearing that I can be kidnapped. Now another thing is now.
Just hold on. Just hold on.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yeah. What's the name, sir?
Bayo by name.
So I think you had the assertion the other time that I said APC is less, Nigeria is less secure under APC. So what do you think?
I think you are wrong.
Okay, why do you think I'm wrong?
Oh, thank you. Firstly, I want you to know that insecurity started from PDP, as my previous analyst said.
Okay.
And unable for them to curb it then, because you made mention that it grew and have branches.
Right.
Yes.
Because I said the other time that it was just one body.
It was a body then. Right. But had it been that it has been curbed immediately under Obasanjo regime, it wouldn't have been like this.
Okay.
Do you understand? Right. They left them and make sure they operate anyhow. But fast forward, let us forget about them.
Okay.
Fast forward to APC. Now, do you know what they have been doing? Especially these past few months. Okay. You know how they have been destroying them in Borno. But one thing about us, especially the obedience is that whenever there is an incident, maybe a terrorist destroy a village or something, the news spread all over the platform. But whenever the army deals with the terrorists, they get moved. You won't hear them.
They did not keep...
Do you know? Yes. Do you know? Let me tell you one thing. Do you know what happened when they want to bomb the Jili markets?
Let me now tell you something.
Let us take the Jili market as a case study.
I understand the fact that you said because PDP could not solve it. Okay, to some extent, you are right. But now PDP spent 16 years on the regime.
How many years have APC spent?
This is their 12th year.
Yes, let them also spend 16 years and now judge them.
I can categorically tell you that.
No. Thank God you said PDP spent 16 years. APC is spending how many years now? Then let them spend 16 years and let us now weigh it together.
Let me now say something.
See, as Jili markets, when the ministry bombed that place. What news first went
Why
around?
I said Nigeria is less secure?
Let me land now. They said they have bombed the civilians there.
Under PDP regime, before APC, when Boko Haram wants to speak to the media, they are always covering their face. And they are always speaking their local languages. Under APC, they are doing TikTok live. Are you aware?
Fine.
When they went to
it is that TikTok live that they are using to track them.
When they went to Eruku, in Kwara State, then the church then they were live on Facebook. Regardless, they were not even afraid.
Were they not captured?
Who?
Those people that went to Kwara.
That they were captured. It was
what the victims not released?
What came out was we have rescued the victims.
Yes. Were they not rescued?
Who are the kidnappers?
Were they not rescued?
Let me tell you something. I always say something.
Look, one thing about
sir. I always say something.
Even
I always say something. Yeah. It is the duty of the government to just make sure that they arrange a meeting between the bandits and the God. It is not the government's duty to pamper the bandits.
Let me tell you
How can you say we are in this country and you are telling us that? See, when they start pampering the bandits, that's where the problem is. Now you are now saying the government are spending on the insecurity and all. I'm
not even talking about spend here now.
Okay. Speak on this.
Firstly, back to the Kwara incidents. See, the victims were rescued.
We are going back to the Kebbi kidnapping.
Yes, the victims were rescued.
Over 200 pupils.
Yes.
Were they arrested? They were not arrested.
Let me talk.
The news just came out that the victims, they were recovered.
So don't talk about how they are rescued.
All of us.
They can negotiate with the bandits and make sure they are rescued. That is one.
All of us.
Back to Jili markets. When the military bombarded that place and fired them. The news from the oppositions and everybody they have killed the civilian, they have done that, they have this, 200 civilians have been killed. That was the news that spread all over the internet. But when the military came out and show the video evidence that these people are not civilian, they are terrorists. Everything went down. We didn't hear anything from you.
I'll tell you that.
We didn't hear anything from you again.
The Nigerian military cannot be trusted. Ask me why.
Why would they be trusted?
Thank you. Because last year, I think around October, a news came out that they planned a coup in this country, and the military came out to deny the news. You cannot military have many strategies to use when they are dealing with anything, especially when it comes to coup and everything like that. So don't tell me military cannot be trusted. Thank you. Our military are still firm and be trusted. Thank you. In terms of insecurity or security per se, I still commend this government because we all know that, as I said earlier, the issue of insecurity didn't start from them, though you can say it has become more or worse, which we totally reject. How many people, like how many of these bandits, how many of these terrorists, as the government announced that we got them, like we tracked them from the TikTok live or from the mobile calls that we did with them, how many of them? You cannot just tell us that yes, they apprehend them from the TikTok live and you don't have proofs for it, because we work with numbers and we work with statistics when it comes to stuff like this. So you cannot just tell us that yes, they apprehended some people and you don't even have numbers. Hi. Hello. What's the name? I'm sure you know what we are here to, what we are discussing. Yeah. So what do you think about the security under this regime?
To my own perspective is that we citizens, we always think about the negative side, not the positive side. Because once
we think about the negative side, or we are talking about what is obvious, like what we can all see.
It's not like what we can all see. You said Nigeria is less secure
under
APC.
Right.
And what's happening now is not less.
Okay, why?
Because I don't know why you people said it's less. And they are really doing their work.
I'm not saying they are not doing their work. Now, let me tell you something. Like you said earlier, you see, when you spend over a decade somewhere, and you are still making excuses for everything that happened before you, that means you are in that system too. So you could make it work. If you cannot make it work in 10 years, that means you are part of them. And now you are not only part of them. Like I said earlier, when was the last time you heard armed robbery on the highway again? Nobody does that again. Everybody sees that, okay, kidnapping is the new oil money. And now they venture into it. So now, what I'm saying is, why would you say Nigeria is not less secure when it is very obvious? You cannot even travel, just or a road, or in those states, you cannot even travel like before. Unless you are ready to keep a ransom of probably 50 million or somewhere. Like you would see almost every day we see it where they say they kidnap someone in Benin. Let all of us, let's come together to raise the fund of 50 million, 20 million. Under which administration has it ever happened? Like, just tell me. Has it ever happened under any administration? It is under this APC.
It has happened under PDP, not only APC.
Like, wait, under PDP, what state, what time has it ever happened that there was a time everybody has to come together to crowdfund for one person to say, okay, you are kidnapped and we have to crowdfund for you to come out. But you are not even giving me points to. Thank you. Hi, Mr. Bolaji. We meet again.
Yeah.
So, my second assertion is Tinubu's economic reform is destroying Nigeria. What do you think?
Fine. People will say that because sometimes when you look at things on the outside,
we have to look from the inside.
You will see this thing is not being good outside. Okay. Well, as you look inward. Okay, I'll not say APC is a saint. Every government has their own flaw. Okay. Do you know, under this regime, do you know this man has done so many things?
You cannot tell me he has done so many things without listing them.
Okay, now I'll start by this. Now look at
how much was dollar before Tinubu became the president?
Now, fine.
How much is dollar now?
You cannot compare the world economy back then to what is happening currently now.
Right.
Now everything is going. Even though go and check other countries. They're also facing some crises.
Other countries.
Wait.
Other countries.
They are also facing some crises.
I'm expecting you to mention that other countries.
Yes.
Other countries that does not have the natural resources like Ajaokuta, the crude oil. So you are comparing us to other countries that they cannot even grow things. Now
let me tell you some things. Do you know? I've noticed something in this regime that once any good thing is being done, by this current governor, president, is being covered by the opposition. Wait. People will not say it.
No,
but once the negative once the bad one is being done, everybody will start shouting. Okay, do you know that the which administration has ever come up with the issue of borrowing student loans that don't worry, we want you to go to school and you don't have enough. Okay, we will support you. Right. Okay, maybe maybe when you are done, okay, when you now start working and anyway you want to pay it back, at least bit by bit. It's not that a must you have to pay it.
This government, how many students have borrowed that money at the moment?
Were you there? I'm not there. You are not there. Nobody is there to know the actual fact.
I know you are going to mention
do you know the newspaper will never all these newspapers we are talking about, they are being controlled by most of these politicians. And some, except the opponent, they will never allow them to bring out the real facts. Okay, the real fact of this current government. And when this man see that, this economy is becoming tougher for even the youth corps, you have to increase their minimum wage.
Okay.
So
can you list everything, like all the achievements? Why you think this administration that is actually governing this country right now, why you think the administration is not destroying the economy? Can you just list at least maybe 4 or 5 things that they've done?
Now, the first one is, I talk about borrowing students.
Yeah, the net fund. Now, let me now help you.
Two. He tried to increase the minimum wage, at least to lessen the suffering of the masses.
How much is the minimum wage?
And the minimum wage is more than 70,000.
So how much is a bag of rice? How much is fuel?
Now, a bag of rice currently now is 65,000.
And in a country where the minimum wage is 70,000.
Are you expecting to be buying bag of rice every month?
No, I'm just saying.
Are you a glutton?
How much is fuel? How much is the fuel today? Like the petrol? How much is it?
Globally now, petrol price is high because of the Iran and US fight. Do you believe that?
Yes, I know.
Do you believe that? Now, fine, I know it's not easy for us.
Before the Iran,
as masses, I know it's not easy for us. But do you know what? Before this man has tried to cushion this effect by even allowing an indigenous person to have an oil well. That is helping the masses too.
What do you mean by allowed? A common person. Like yes. It is a business. The government.
Do you know if the government doesn't want it to work, it will not work.
The government are receiving the attacks from him. What do you mean by they allow it?
If this government doesn't want it to work, it will not work.
Let me now help you on that net fund that you mentioned. As of today, this current government, it was brought out. I think it was around maybe 2 weeks ago or something that they've loaned out 206 billion naira. How many students did they loan 206 billion naira to? They cannot account for it.
Are you a student?
You cannot tell me that, I'm not a student. But wait, let me now tell you. You cannot tell me that you've spent 206 billion naira on something and you cannot list the people. No. How many students can borrow 1 million naira? No. So how many students are borrowing that money? Do you know how much 206 billion naira is? We are not talking about 206 million naira, 206 billion naira. Now, I'm telling you, I can tell you categorically that the net fund is just another body to just launder our money. It's just another body. So now talking about the first subsidy.
Do you know sometimes if the head is good itself, the body might not be good.
That's not like
wait. Let's something. See, the head is good. The body might not be good. Fine. This person you are talking about. This person you are talking about. You know, he has good intention, but people under him might be frustrating his intention.
The head. Thank you. You heard me when I argued with your other colleague the other time that Tinubu's economic reform is destroying Nigeria. So what do you have to say?
All I have to say is you are saying a capital no. You are lying. You are a liar. Okay. How can you say?
You cannot tell me I'm lying without giving us evidence.
Yes, okay, I have evidences, okay. Not even evidence.
Thank you.
How can you say Tinubu economic reform is destroying Nigeria? How? Just let me ask you how.
That's why I said.
Wait.
Okay.
One, is it the net fund that you talk about that is not working or what? Because I saw you asking.
Yes, at the moment, net fund is working.
It's working. Right. If you are current, recently you can read from news just 2 or 3 days ago about the best graduates in Lautech that commended the government for the net fund. That if not for the net fund, you couldn't have come out with.
I saw
that.
Everyone saw
that is one of it. Secondly, if you are talking about the economic reform, look at the tax reform.
Okay.
That it says, okay, now let us reform the tax. If you go and check the previous tax, before I used to pay tax for the company I'm not generating anything on. But now I have said, okay, if you are not generating so amount in a year, you don't need to pay tax. Okay. This year now I've not paid any tax. Now, that is number 2. That's number 3.
Those points are valid because they are benefiting you. Now let me now tell you.
Not only me. Wait, they are benefiting the Nigerians.
You know where the money for the net fund came from?
I don't want to know where
it came from. It came from the fuel subsidy.
Thank you.
Now let me now tell you.
Let's go back to that fuel subsidy.
Let me now tell you something. You cannot tell me that you remove that subsidy on every citizen, but now you are funding that fuel subsidy with the net fund this thing.
It's not only on net fund. Wait. Look at all that capital projects.
The net fund that I'm talking about now. Do you know that everybody is not benefiting from the net fund? You cannot punish all of us.
If you cannot punish every. I'm telling you, you are qualified.
I'm not a student. You cannot punish everybody and you are benefiting some.
Have you landed?
So now wait. I don't have a child.
I don't have a citizen of Nigeria.
Now okay.
Let me tell you other projects. Now look at the capital projects going on.
What's the capital?
Lagos Calabar projects. Look at Sokoto.
You borrow borrowed money.
Borrowed money for what?
Yes, you borrowed money for the coastal road.
Do you think when government say we borrow 65 billion, do you think those countries they've just pushed $65 billion into your president's account?
Wait, no, I'm not.
You are talking
about this thing that we are talking about the fuel subsidy. I'm not telling you that the capital project that you mentioned, it is not the fuel subsidies.
It's part of this fuel subsidy.
It's not part of it.
Okay, let me tell you another thing. Wait now. We are about the state allocation that has increased.
Yeah, it has increased. Yes, okay. You are right.
Thank you. You accept that.
Right.
How many states are holding workers now?
But the kudos.
So you are not saying it goes to the federal government. If it goes to the state government.
I'm not a government.
But now, the federal government is tripling the allocation. Purposely because
you are not telling me that. You are telling me that because I'm not a government worker and I'm not benefiting from that state allocations that arose.
Why are you not benefiting?
What's the benefits there?
Thank you. Let me tell you one thing. If a state is employing about, let's say, 300 workers and they pay allocations to them at regular points, at regular time, and increase, you have benefited from. How many? Because one way or the other, you will have one.
How many workers has Lagos State government?
Let me now tell you.
In the last 3 years, how many workers has Lagos State government?
Do you think they will put it on paper that okay, we have government is not a private organization that they will be telling you
if they can come out, if they can come out, if they can come out.
That's why they are government.
Now let me now tell you something. As of today, that I speak to you,
let us look up.
Nigeria is
local government autonomy.
Nigeria is owing
local government autonomy. Do you know what that means?
Wait, as of
you know what that local government autonomy means? Let me tell you. We have local government autonomy. Local government now can now access loan, access their funds, their money directly to their account.
On paper, how many local government have? No, on paper. Are you a local government worker?
I am not.
How many local governments? I'm very close to the local government.
Ask your question.
How many local governments?
No, don't say how many local. How many states I'll be paying?
How many local governments do you know that they are actually accepting their autonomy from the?
Whose fault? Now, let me tell you. In Tinubu's wisdom, let me tell you now.
Who are we to blame?
We blame the government.
You are telling us that
Jigawa, Lagos, and other states, like 3 states in Nigeria now, I'll be fully putting the allocation money to the
36 states. Out of 36
states. It is the fault of the government. Look at it.
If we have 36
states. It is the fault of the government. It is the fault of the governors. Check the governors. They are the ones that are not.
If we have 36 states and 3 is working,
that means the government. It is the governors that don't make it work.
Thank you so much.
They are the ones that are siphoning the money.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
We are talking about this particular administration, not even the party, not even their party, like Tinubu's regime. All those tax reforms and all, the way he's tackling the economy is destroying the economy.
I think the economy is stable. We just need to grow. Like, look at that, the coastal road now.
Like the coastal road is being constructed from a loan. Like the loan the government took, they are constructing that road with a loan. It's not like there's this place that they took the money out from. So what I'm now saying is this particular government, the tax reform and their approach, like yes, to be honest, there are some of the reforms that we need. Actually, we need some of the reforms, but the way they are actually tackling and the way they are actually like at this particular time, I think we don't need some. Now we are talking about if we are to talk about the fuel subsidy, as of today, how much is fuel in your own area?
Fuel is about
1,000 plus, maybe 1,400, 1,350 and all. So now, okay, 1,250. Let's take as your colleague say, 1,250. Compared to how much was fuel before this current administration?
Fuel was around like 600.
If it was 600 and now it is 1,004. So are you telling me that 1,004 to 600 naira? Are you telling me that it is getting worse? Or how do you want to explain that to me? So now let me now tell you something about the subsidies and all that everybody was saying. Yes, to be honest, we cannot continue with the subsidy. That's the truth. We cannot continue. Because yes, we are just subsidizing without making, even at some point they have to be borrowing to subsidize. But then now, what did you replace the subsidy? Because okay, we are spending before and we stop spending. So what do this current administration, what are those things that they replace the subsidies, this thing? What did they replace it with?
So they increased minimum wage.
Okay.
So they provide palliative for the poor Nigerians.
Poor Nigerians, who made them poor?
Everybody cannot be rich. Even in America, everybody are rich in America.
Over 60% of Nigerians are in poverty. Yes. Do you know what it means? Do you know what it means? Like globally, when they say someone is in poverty, it is someone that cannot afford to spend $3 per day. Like when you cannot afford to spend $3 per day, that means now imagine $3 per day now. It is not even up to 5,000 naira. Imagine when you cannot spend up to 5,000 naira per day. That means over 60% of Nigerians, they are in poverty, and you are telling me that they provided benefits, they provided palliatives.
The poverty you are talking about,
they provided palliatives.
Doesn't start now.
Everybody cannot be.
I have to press the button then because I think when he said the government are providing for the poor people, Nigeria is not a refugee camp. Like, why do we have to provide for us when we can provide for ourselves? Everything we are asking for is just provide the infrastructural needs for the masses. We are not telling you to provide anything for the poor people. Why do you have to provide rice and I think other things for us? We can actually work for it. We are just clamoring for a working system. So when he said the government are providing for the poor people, I just had to use the button because I felt like that point was not even part of whatever it is that we are here to say. So my last assertion is corruption is worse under APC. What do you think?
Well, you will say that. And I expect everybody to say that.
Because it is obvious.
No.
You cannot
it's not
even
because
hide
it is obvious.
Okay.
It's just because, see, people don't really, they don't really like good things. Whenever you are trying to do something good, they expect you to always come out. Okay, wait, I want to do road. I want to cook. I want to cook a soup. Wait, okay. I have to buy mangi. I have to buy salt. I have to buy. See, they will not come out and be explaining everything to you. But do you know what? Sometimes let's appreciate people when they are doing things. Okay. Now compare this regime. Compare this regime. Compare this regime. Compare this regime to the last regime. Wait. Do you know
how many APC members?
Do you know what Dasuki alone has cost to this country on its own? No. Imagine. I didn't mean then. That the money that was given to him to buy all those weapons were bought at the right time. Maybe we will not be hearing about Boko Haram today.
See, let me tell you something.
All those weapons could have been used in the right way, but you guys will start blaming APC for everything. Do you know that there are a lot of infrastructures going on right now?
Yes,
Abi?
Yes.
Now compare this regime when it comes to embezzlement to PDP era, whereby you see abandoned projects everywhere.
I'm talking about APC as a whole.
Yes, they will build. PDP will build the road from here to here. They will stop. Wait, they are going to build the road from here down here. See, PDP has a bigger problem that we don't know. See, fine. One, they don't complete their projects. Go and check PDP project.
They don't.
A good example is go and look at Obayo Joko. If anybody in Lagos should go and check that road. Okay. That road has been there during when PDP was in power.
I'm asking you, when was the last time PDP was in power in Lagos State? Now let me now tell you what I'm talking about when I'm talking about corruption as a whole is. Do you know that Godwin Emefiele is an APC member? Not ordinary APC member, someone that wants to contest for the president in 2023 because he bought the presidential ticket then. Okay. Now, millions of naira have been attached to him. Or let me say billions of naira. Okay. Houses in Abuja and everywhere. Okay. Till now, he's still in the court going back and forth. Abubakar Malami was a former minister during the previous regime under Buhari. Okay. Rocha Sokorocha, Sonishe was a former senator. Now, all of them that have been mentioned, they are APC members. Okay. So you are not telling me. Now, and the list, even now, right now, Nestor Rufai, that Abubakar Malami, they mentioned his wife.
Where is Rufai now? Where is Rufai now?
They mentioned his.
Wait, where is Rufai?
Rufai was an APC member.
No, where is he now?
Now he is not an APC member.
Wait,
everything that he did that made them want to look into his previous actions, he did it when he was in APC.
Where is Emefiele now?
Now wait, so obvious.
No, see, because
so obviously APC is a corrupt party.
This is how you Obidient used to talk.
I could remember.
You don't allow people to talk. You just be ranting and ranting.
I could no
single point.
I'm giving you
just
facts.
Hold on.
I'm giving you
Listen
facts.
to me.
I'm mentioning names.
Listen
now.
to me, brother.
Okay.
See, I know you are all disobedient. I know they get sense sometimes. Now let me tell you something.
I agree.
Do you know this same APC that are talking about that they are corrupt? You know they are also fighting corruption.
Right.
Now this Emefiele of a thing. is in APC, fine, I accept.
Yes.
And you embezzle a lot, right? But what did they do to him? They pick him up.
So
wait now.
Picked up.
Who did has PDP ever pick anybody up? Wait now.
Do you know that?
Has PDP ever pick anybody up?
Yaya Bello was and is still an APC member.
Now,
what has been done to him?
Now, hold on.
Do you know how many? Do you know how many billions was attached to his name?
Do you know El-Rufai that you mentioned the other time? Yes. Do you know El-Rufai? El-Rufai was interrogated and was taken by CPC and AFCC. You know why? Because
ICPC, yes.
You know why? You know why? Because they are trying to fight corruption. Fine. See, you cannot be everywhere. Like you are the head. Wait now. Why was he? Why a father, a mother. Wait now. A father, a mother, and then the children. Now, if the father is a good person and the children are being bad, you know the father can correct them by picking them up and locking them up to correct their brain.
I will ask you a question that your colleague will answer for you. Why was El-Rufai not charged when he was in APC?
Now, listen up.
Thank you. So I believe you had that question the other time. I said, why was not so El-Rufai and other people?
Which other people? Let us face El-Rufai that you mentioned. The El-Rufai.
What about Abubakar Malami?
Malami? Mm-hmm. Okay, El-Rufai was not arrested or question.
When he was in APC. Why?
Not when he was in APC.
Okay.
When he was not commit, because then he didn't commit himself and no evidence against him. Wait, but now he came out to commit himself. I thought I believe you watched that video.
Yes.
He was the one that committed.
When he said yes, when he said
so do you in a sane country? So do you want the government to leave such person?
No, but
somebody came out and said he tapped it. Wait now. Okay. Somebody said come out and confess, not under duress.
Yes, no.
Not under, just the way you are interviewing.
Yes, I understand.
You said you are part of people that tap the
no, he did not say he was part of it.
He is the one. He's the one that.
You know why he said he's part.
Do you want the government to leave him?
No, this is what I'm saying.
No, just yes or no. No, you want the government to leave him? Of course.
A very working
so they have to arrest him.
Yes,
because the interviewer was still asking him. Don't you know what you are saying is
okay? Now
the criminal.
You know that right now. El-Rufai is not charged for only the tapping this.
They have to combine everything together.
He's being charged for money laundering.
Of course.
Of course. Why was he not charged for money laundering and the mismanagement?
He cannot be charged because there was no evidence against him then.
Because now they have evidence.
Not because there was no evidence. You know they went to search him.
He was not.
That was about El-Rufai. Let us go back to PDP.
He was not charged.
You are saying that
because APC is a corrupt party. He was not charged because he is part of them. Now I want to go back to what Adams. You know what Adams Oshomole used to be the party chairman for the APC. He said something sometimes ago that when you come to APC, you are let me use the word you are born again. You are born again when you come to
anybody
APC.
Can say anything when you are trying to lure when you are trying to lure the political people. Everybody can say anything. Let us face the reality. Let us face what okay. You know the meaning of corruption. Corruption is when the head.
The likes of
as at now you can never say
Godwin Emefiele and all. We have the evidence,
but they are suffering for it.
The lives of Malami, they are not suffering for it yet because they
bring the evidence out from them
since last year.
Bring the evidence out
on this case last year.
Write petition against them now. If you see and see if they will not be caught.
What about Yaya Bello? Yaya Bello has been free.
Bring your evidence.
Yaya Bello has been free.
He went to court.
That is the problem. That is the problem.
Are you saying the judiciary that's free him? They don't know what they are doing.
Yes, sometimes they might not know what they are doing.
You don't know the law. It's because of the side we are seeing. Let me tell you one thing.
Because they are the judiciary.
If you want to know that this government is not as corrupt as you think, go and steal and let them catch you.
No, what do you mean by I should go and steal?
I know now. Maybe they are not corrupt.
There are some levels. If I steal,
no, now
with the way your political party is.
By the time you are saying
with the way your political party is running
the worst.
With the way your political party is running the administration, if I steal bigger money, they cannot do anything.
Go and steal bigger money.
People that stole 10 billion. It is just people that stole. It is people that stole 5,000 naira. It is then you will know that
they are the administration is performing well.
Do you know how much they spend on the federal or on the allocations for the refineries every year?
Can I answer that?
They are not making anything.
Can I answer that?
Yes, you can.
Can I answer that?
Yes.
Let me give you one typical example. Case study.
Okay.
When Obasanjo was president, if you go to Ota then, Ota Road has been appointed, or how can I put it, for construction then.
Okay.
Both money and everything.
We did not see it.
And the road was as bad as anything. But compare now to some people that say we bring this money out and we are seeing work going on, and but we are still saying, how can you spend so money on this road?
But you have
which one is better?
You still have not answered that.
We have seen the work going, but you are not querying the amount spending on it.
Okay, now I have another question. Why is it that when every APC member, when they leave that party to another party, why is it that they are always charged for money laundering or another cases? Why are they not charged?
Let us ask that question right from PDP eras. Let us reverse that.
Can you give me examples? I've given like
lots of examples.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Well, I think to some extent they made points that I feel like yes, they were right in some ways, because the fact that they said the previous government, because we cannot totally abolish the fact that corruption did not start under this administration. Like it started years back, and if it has been curbed then, maybe it might not result to whatever it is that we are in today. So that was the only thing I think I agreed to. Any other thing then, I feel like it is just, they are just here to support the political party. They are blindly arguing with the fact that they just want to support their party, and they are not even trying to see things from the point of people's view. So that's it.